and 16th again Saturday, Sunday. That one whole week you'll get it, which is very lucky because this time Gaur Purnima is falling there. We can go to temple.
Mhm.
Otherwise, usually after holidays, this festival comes up. That makes me
Mhm.
very sad. But now this time it came very good. It came within the holidays.
Okay. So Subhadra Giridhari, how about y'all?
They had in April, it seems, Mataji. Because will have a snow holidays, right, Mataji? That's
Mm-hmm.
why, like, some schools do it in April instead of March. But for us, no snow holidays were there. Some schools do it in April.
Let's see what others are also saying so that we can decide on that.
Yeah, you can put a poll, Mataji. Poll is best. What holidays they have.
Right. Still others are joining, huh?
Yeah, Mataji, they are joining nowadays late, Mataji. They
Okay.
join late, like after I send message after 2 3 minutes, like 5:35, 5:36, they will start joining. Sometimes they are early, depends upon the day.
Mm-hmm.
Vrunda had like some other, she's moving to next belt, Mataji, so she had to go today for taekwondo, so
Okay.
she's not there.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, Mataji.
Hi, Bol. Are you there?
I was at the restroom, Mataji. Sorry.
Okay. Okay. No worries. No worries. Yeah. So Mataji was asking about the spring break. You have it later on, huh?
Yes, Mataji.
Okay.
And because of the snow, like because of the snowy week, like when we
Uh-huh.
had snow, they extended our time, so we come home at like 3 now.
Oh.
Because the bus comes late sometimes, so
Oh, you come home 3, that is late for you? For
No,
us, 3:05 is release out. That's
um
how it is yeah, for elementary. For the middle school and intermediate, I come home at 4 o'clock. 3:50, the school is done, 10 minutes for me drive. So it is 4 o'clock, I reach home every day.
uh my mom and my brother they also come home at like 4. But they come at 3:50, so
Your
it's
mom is still working for airlines?
not airlines, Mataji. She's working for Kenner Discovery now.
Oh, okay. Before I remember she was working for an airlines. Yeah.
Yeah.
It
She
was
was
long
working at the
back.
British Airways, Mataji.
Oh, okay. Nice, nice.
Should we just wait for other people to join?
Yes, we can wait.
we'll start once it starts, they'll join. Because we,
3 minutes over.
Yeah, for
yes,
these days
already.
it's okay, Mataji, Monday, because you are only dealing the activity. But Tuesday, what's happening is hardly teacher is getting 20 minutes because they are
No,
joining.
no matter if children are there or not, if one child is also there,
Yeah, yeah, we are
we-
starting, but still it is like after they come, what is going on? Like, they talk. That's what is
then in,
happening.
in that case, what we will do is we will have the entry. Earlier we had during the camp, like we would allow entry of the children personally. We can have it that way. If they cannot be on time, we will do it that way. We will have it manually. We can let them enter the class.
Oh, okay.
We can do it that way then because everybody has to abide by the time. If the teacher is coming, if we have a time schedule put up and the message goes into the group, then they have to be on time.
Yeah.
We can let them know that if the children are not on time, they will not be entered into the class.
Yeah. Maybe we have to put that
We
in
will
the
send a
group.
message today.
Yeah, group message. Yeah.
Yeah. Subhadra, can you recite the prayers?
Yes, Mataji. ॐ अज्ञानतिमितन्दस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकय चक्षुरं मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः रमायां विष्णुपादाय
Padaya Krishna
कृष्णाय
Krishna
भूतले
Bhutale
श्रीमते
Srimate Bhakti
भक्तिवेदान्ता
Vedanta
स्वामिनीति
Swamine
नामिने
Namine
नमस्ते
Namaste
सारस्वती
Saraswati
देवे
Deve
गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पश्यत देशतारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि श्री गौर भक्त वृंद हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे राम 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 हरे
Hari Bol. Okay, so we have Isha, Vikram, and I again always forget the third child's name.
Kashi
Kashi. Yes.
and Param also joined too.
Yeah. So let everybody join and then we'll make the
Hare
announcement.
Krishna Mataji.
Hi, Krishna Param. Okay, so anybody remembers what we did in the last class of the Srimad Bhagavatam, which canto we are on? What we did on Friday, on sorry, Thursday? No?
Mataji, I think is it Canto 6? I don't think
Mhm.
it's Canto 6.
It is canto 6.
Oh.
Was it something about Daksha and Nadmani?
Yeah.
What was it?
Let me just remember. Wait. So we know that so like in the last class is we learned that how Daksha was being very rude to Narada Muni, and we were learning about how Narada Muni was just very patient and silent to Daksha, even though Daksha was cursing Narada Muni. He was saying bad things about Narada Muni and all that stuff.
Okay, what curse did
That
Narada
Narada Muni
Muni
had to
get?
travel around the whole entire universe. But to Narada Muni, this was actually a blessing because then he can go to every single place of like where Krishna is, where all the devotees are.
Right. So everything can be like it's always like how you perceive how do you perceive um a situation, it whether it's a blessing or whether you take it as a punishment, it depends upon how we are going to understand the condition situation, right? So what was the reason was that we had seen that Narad Muni, wait, I think I have the slides over here. Where did that go slide? Oh Krishna, where's that slide? I hit that slide. 1 second, huh? Okay. So what we had seen was, oh, you all can see the slide?
Yes, Mataji.
Okay. So we have Devarsh, Isha, Vikram, Kashi, Livan, Madhav, Param, Sanvi, Subhadra, Giridhari. I want everybody to come on video for few minutes, for few seconds rather. Can we all be on video? Because when we are talking, it would be better if I can talk to you all. Okay, now there's one important announcement which I want to tell you. See, it's like it is 5:09 for me now. So that means what is the time over there for you, Subhadra Girdhari?
5:39, Mataji.
5:39. So
5:40.
5:30, yeah, 5:30 the class starts, right? For most of you, 5:30 the class starts. For some of you, it might be 1 hour earlier, right? So if you just go by the class timings, the main class goes for 30 minutes, and then the activity class also has time. So when you go to school, if you suppose your school starts at 7:30 or 8:30, if you go 10 or 20 minutes late, are you tardy to school? Do you get tardy? Isn't it? And when you go into the class and if the teacher has already started the topic, does it become hard for you to understand, okay, what is going on? Or were there some instructions given by the teacher? Were there some important announcements done by the teacher? Isn't it? So when we are coming over here, see, in earlier times there was Gurukul system where children used to go and learn, right? Over here, at least we are trying to mimic an environment, right? So that you all are coming on a platform. It's at the comfort of your own house that you're coming and sitting and listening to Bhagavad Katha, which is very good. Srila Prabhupada had said, right? Everybody does not have that opportunity to come and listen to Bhagavad Katha or to learn the Puranas. Over here, by your good fortune, you're able to listen to it. So only one thing which is missing is our punctuality. When we know that the class starts at 5:30 or 6:30, whatever according to your local time, it is a sign of respect to the teacher that you should be on time. I'm not asking you to come before time. Okay? We do not have a race over here. So it's just a sign of respect and your sign of a maturity or a sign of being more responsible that we can be on time. We do not need to wait for a message to come on the group that the class has started, please join. Okay? Henceforth, if I do not want to do that, but if it is past 5 minutes, then we will have a regulation on the group wherein we will have personal entry of the kids, just like how we had in the camp. If the child is late, then we will have to check if the child will be admitted into the class or not. I really do not want to do that, but it is really very depressing when you join the class and you just see that somebody is joining later on, later on, later on, like 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, and then they do not understand what's going on. It's only for your betterment. I can always take up a class if even there's one child in the class. It does not matter. Okay? Everybody gets it? Can we have a thumbs up? Okay, whatever according to your local time, whatever time we know that the classes start, we do not wait for the message to come. 30 minutes before the class starts, there's already message on the group that the class is going to happen. If at all the class has been cancelled or there's a holiday, there's always a message on the group. Can we do that? Thank you, Livan. Thank you, everyone. Okay. Okay, so as Subhadra started with the what we did last time, it was that Daksha had cursed Narada that you will not be able to sit in one place because what was the reason? Can somebody tell me what was the reason that Narada Muni gets cursed? What was the thing which Narada Muni had done? Any idea? It was not fun that Daksha cursed Narad Muni, right? Something had happened because of which Daksha was furious. Daksha was very disgusted. He was so angry on Narad Muni. Okay, no worries. So see, what the thing is that Daksha Prajapati, he has a task given by Lord Brahma that he has to populate the earth, right? Populate the earth means not only human beings. It is like the animals, birds, everything has to be like slowly flowing into the universe so that the population can be grown and the humankind, the animals, everybody can survive in this world, can come into this world. But then what happens is when Daksha at the very beginning, see, he is like Daksha, he has 10,000 sons, okay, called as the Harvashas. But then when they go to the forest and they go for the, they go to pray to Lord Vishnu so that they can start with their work which is destined to them, Narad Muni comes over there and he explains them the essence of life. And when Narad Muni explains them the essence of life, they understand what is their duty. They understand that, okay, this is the going to the Lord's lotus feet is my own aim, and then they take to renunciation. So they do not get into the grahastha life and they take renunciation. And then Daksha, he is very furious that he had one task given by Lord Brahma and he is not able to do that. Then at the on the second time, it happens that Daksha, he begets 1,000 sons called as the Swalasvas. Again, when they go to purify themselves and to start with the task which is assigned by Prajapati Daksha, again Narad Muni meets them at a point and he explains them what is the essence of life, what do you need to do, what are you exactly meant for. And then they feel that, oh, this is something wrong we are doing, and they also go to renunciation. And they tell Daksha Prajapati that, oh, we are not more interested in married life, we are not interested in Grahastha life, and we are taking to renunciation. Now, Daksha, he understands that Narad Muni is coming and he is ruining all his efforts and he is ruining all the, whatever task was given to Daksha. And that was the reason Narad Muni was cursed by Daksha. Okay. So now Daksha is very clever. Now he says, now let me do something trick. Instead of sons, he begets 60 daughters. And then he thinks about that, okay, these daughters will be a way by which the earth or by which the universe will be populated. Okay. So after, and by that this time, Narad Muni has already got his curse and he's very happy with it. And then he's moving on. Now, like the daughters of Daksha, he gets them married to different, like Yamraja, to Kashyap Muni, to Moon God, and to others. Okay, so that now they can populate the universe with demigods, birds, serpents, aquatics, animals, everybody, so that the whole earth can be populated. The Gandharvas, everybody can start pouring on into the universe, and then the instruction given by Lord Brahma, that would be carried out in a very proper way. Now in this we've seen, right, that Aditi, she married Kashyapa Muni, and then they were like the demons were born, and then there were the demons and the devatas, they both were born. So it is like the further we will see the lineage how it goes, but today we are going to talk about one specific guru over here, who's called as the Vishwarupa. Okay, now Vishwarupa was the son of Twishta, who's married to Rachana. Now they get two sons who is called as the Sannivesha and Vishwarupa. We're not interested more into what the names are, but we're talking about main about Vishwarupa. Now Vishwarupa was the son of the daughters of the demons. Okay. So because see, when though it is that these were the daughters of Daksha, they were the demons were supposed to be born, the demigods were supposed to be born, the birds, animals, the sarpas, everything, the Gandharvas, everyone had to come into existence, right? So this Vishwarupa, he was, though he was a demon, he was born as a demon. Later in the part, you see that Vishwarupa gets the position of the priest of the demigods. And why do they he gets the priest of the demigod is also coming up as the next story. Okay, the next part over here which comes is wherein that we who do we know as the priest or the guru of the devatas? Any name we know? Just like Shukracharya is, yes, yes, very good, yes, Brahaspati. Yes, Brahaspati. Just as we know that Shukracharya is the guru for the demons, Brahaspati is the guru for the devatas. Okay, but then it so sorry, yeah, it so happens one day is that we know, like the Indra, he's like he has all the opulences in the world, right? All the Gandharvas, all the Apsaras, everybody are there at his service. So once upon a time, what happens is, okay, let me tell. Devarsh, can we read a little bit over here?
Once upon a time, Indra, the king of the demons, was sitting with his wife Sachi Devi.
King of demigods, beta. King of demigods. You said demons.
A king of demigods, um, sitting with his wife Sachi Devi and being praised by various demigods like the Siddhas, the
Chanaras.
Karanas,
Chanaras.
Chanaras, and the Gandharvas. When Brihaspati, the spiritual master of the demigods, entered the assembly, Indra began to absorb the material opulence, forgot himself, and did not respect Brihaspati, who thus became aware of
Aware of.
Indra's pride in his material opulence and immediately disappeared from the assembly to teach him a lesson.
Very good. Madhav,
Huh?
can you read this part which is highlighted?
Okay. Indra became most repentant, understanding that because of his opulence, he had forgotten to respect his spiritual master. He left the place to beg pardon.
Palace. He left the palace to beg pardon.
Left the palace to beg pardon
Pardon.
from his spiritual master, but could not find Brahaspati anywhere.
Very good. Now there are two things in this story which happens till now. Okay. So what is the thing is that three things, right? So first thing is that Indra is being praised by the Siddhas, the Charnas, the Gandharvas, and he's enjoying all the all the showering which is coming on to him, all the good things, the praises which are coming on to him, right? The second part which happens is now he's so absorbed in all these material opulences, is so absorbed in all these praises that it happens that the when a guru comes, what is the first thing that we all do?
We bow down and touch his feet.
Yes, we bow down and take his blessings, right? And that's a sign of respect that you're showing it to your guru. So then when Brihaspati enters into the courtroom, what happens is that Indra, he's so absorbed in all these praises and everything that he forgets that Brihaspati has entered into his courtroom, and he does not, and he fails to stand up. And Brihaspati, when he looks at everything, he's seen that Indra is all enjoying, and he is not even bothered about that his guru has come over there in the court, and he sees that there is no respect left into the court for him. And he does not, now when there's no respect left, there can be two reactions which can happen. One, a person, he can speak up and say, oh, you did this, you did that, and because of that I'm leaving, and all sorts of drama can be done. Or second thing is, like, the person can just quietly leave, silently leave, without even mentioning anything. Now, Brihaspati, he is a guru, right? He was a very matured, he's a very matured person. He does not wait for any drama. He does not wait for any sort of audience with Indra, and he just leaves the palace. Now, the fourth thing which happens over here. Now, I want you all to understand, like, when you make a mistake, okay? When you make a mistake, do you realize that you've made a mistake? There can be two things, right? When we make a mistake, either we realize that we have made a mistake, or we just do not even pay attention, and we do not even realize that we have made a mistake. Does that happen to you?
Yes, Mataji. Yes,
Right?
Mataji.
It happens, right? Madhav, do you want to tell me
Yes,
something? Or Devarsh, you want to tell me something? Anybody else do you want to share that you've done a mistake sometimes, and but you did not know that it was a mistake, and you realize it later on? Livan, has anything happened? Adishri, Advay, Param, does it happen anytime?
Yes,
Isha,
Mataji.
Isha,
No,
Vikram,
Mataji, I
Ashish?
didn't.
Okay. Kashi wants to share something?
I
No?
can't remember anything, Mom.
Okay. Okay. So anybody wants to share any instance?
Mataji, can I share an instance?
Yeah.
So like when like we were taking a math test or
Mm-hmm.
things like that, I I sometimes make silly mistakes on that and then I just don't realize it and then after when I get my results back I see I got one wrong. And then when I checked my mistake, then I realized what I did wrong.
Okay. Very, yeah. At least, yeah, you realize it, right?
There are many other mistakes I have, but I don't remember all of them.
Okay. So when you realize a mistake, what is the very first thing that we should be doing?
Try to fix it.
We should apologize and like fix it.
Very good. So now,
Mataji.
yes, Isha, you want to say something?
We were gonna say the answer for what you were what you were asking for.
Yes. Go ahead, Isha.
We were gonna answer the question what we were asking for.
Yeah, go ahead. We're taking answers.
So we would make it correct, Mataji, and fix the mistake if it can be fixed.
What's this happening? Okay, yeah. So if at all because we are humans, right? We are bound to make mistakes. So whenever you make a mistake, the important thing is that you understand it. When you understand that you have made a mistake, it's always the best thing to do is that you rectify it immediately. You apologize for it, whether it is intentionally, non-intentionally, whatever it is. You first apologize to that person in front of you, and then you rectify that thing, right? So Indra, when he realized that Brahaspati has left the assembly, he immediately understood that, oh yes, I have committed a mistake. So that was a very good thing on his part, that he at least understood, because half of your life you waste in not even understanding that you have done something wrong. Okay, so that realization of you doing something wrong, or that okay, something by mistake I have done something which is not really suitable for my behavior, or not suitable for this condition. If understanding that part is half victory, that you first see, nobody wants to do a mistake, or nobody wants to, unless and until a person is really really cruel, he does not want to do a mistake. He does not do it intentionally, but unintentionally, if something happens because you get carried away with the time circumstances, or you get carried away with the situation, then you might make a mistake. You might suppose, sometimes you might be just joking around with your friends, and in that spur of moment you say something which you feel is a joke, but the person in front of you might take it in a very wrong way, right? And if you understand that, oh, my words have hurt somebody unintentionally, maybe, so immediately you should have that guts, you should have that courage to say sorry to that person. It shouldn't be that, oh, why should I say sorry? Why should I first greet him? Why should I just say something? If you feel that okay, it's somebody has been hurt by you, it's always good to take a first step. If that person is not changing, then you can just forget about it, but then at least you should be the first person to go ahead. That is the way of how you can preserve your relationships. You can have a good relationship with friends. In our Shikshashtakam, what is one thing which is related to your pride and man and apaman? Anything is there which we want to say in Shikshashtakam? Somebody wants to recite the Shikshashtakam. We are learning it, right? Wait, let me pull it up for you all. Give me 1 second. My audio is big. Nobody knows Shikshashtakam as yet? Haribol,
Yes, Mataji?
do we know Shikshashtakam?
Yes, Mataji.
Okay, let me share. Wait, Shikshashtakam. Yeah. Everybody can see the screen, right?
Yes, Mataji.
Okay. Can everybody say start together, but in a
Yes, Mataji.
yeah. Madhav. Wait, Madhav has already said something. Adishri, do you know the first verse of Shikshashtakam?
No, Mataji. What is
Okay.
the time?
What is it?
Cheto.
What
Okay,
is
Param,
the
go ahead.
time?
Param, go ahead.
Okay, Mataji. Okay, Mataji. Cheto darpanamarjanam bhavama devagni nirpanam Shreya Chandika Vitana. Mataji. I
Okay, can
just
you
need
all
it.
repeat after me? Cheto darpanamarjanam
Cheto
Cheto
darpanamarjanam
darpanamarjanam
भवमहादावाग्नि निर्वापणम्
bhavamahadavapi
Devagni nirpanam
श्रेयः कैरवचन्द्रिका वितरणम्
Shreya Chandika
श्रेयाकैरवचन्द्रिका
Chandrika
वितरणम्
Vitaranam
विद्यावधू जीवनम्
विद्यावधुजीवनम्
Vidyavadhujivanam
आनन्दाम्बुधिवर्धनम्
आनन्दं
Anandam
बुद्धिवर्धनम्
Buddhipadam Patipadam
प्रतिपदम्
प्रतिपदं पूर्णामृतस्वादनम्
पूर्णमृतस्वादनम्
सर्वात्मा स्नपनं परं विजयते
सर्वात्मा
सर्वात्मा स्नपनं परं
स्नपनम
विजयते
परमं विजय
श्रीकृष्णसङ्कीर्तनम्
श्रीकृष्ण
Krishna
संकीर्तनम
Sankirtanam
नाम्नामकारि बहुधा
नाम्नामकारि
नामकारि
बहुधा निज
बहुधा
निज
सर्वशक्ति
सर्वशक्तिस्
निज सर्वशक्ति
सर्वशक्तिस्
तत्रार्पिता नियमितः
तत्रार्पिता
तत्रार्पिता
नियमिता
नियमिति
स्मरणेन कालः
स्मरणेन
येन कालः
कालः
एतादृशी तव कृपा
एतादृशी
एतदा
तव कृपा
भगवन् ममापि
भगवन् ममापि
भगवन्महापि
दुर्दैवमिदृशम्
दुर्दैवमीदृशम्
इह जानिनानुरागः
इह जानिनानुरागा
तृणादपि सुनिश्चेन
तृणादपि सुनीचेन
तरोरपि सहिष्णुना
Tarorapi
तरोरपि सहिष्णुना
अमानिना मानदेन
मानेन मनादेन
कीर्तनीया सदा हरि
Kirtaniya Sada
सदा
Hari.
हरि
Okay. So this is the verse which I was talking about. One should chant the holy names of the Lord in a humble state of mind, thinking oneself lower than the straw in the street. One should be more tolerant than a tree, devoid of all sense of false prestige, and be all respect to others. In such a state of mind, one can chant the holy name of the Lord constantly. So, Trinadapi Sunishena, Tarorapi Sahishnuna, Amanina Manadena. That means you're not expecting any of the man or you're not expecting any of the respects, but in on the other hand you're giving respect, right? So that was one verse which I wanted to you all to know. Okay. Subhadra, just remind me about Shikshashtakam at the end of the class, okay? I
Yes,
might forget.
Mataji.
So, Indra, at least the first step was at least he realized that he had made a mistake, and then he went to look out for Brahaspati so that he can at least ask for forgiveness and then he could get his spiritual master back. So, now we are going to only talk about only to this part of the story over here, and the further part will be taken by the other teacher. We have who is there? Livan, can you read this for us, please?
One's maturity is reflected in the way one responds to life situations at the spur of the moment. False pride can cover all knowledge and blunt our responsiveness to situations.
Very good. Do you want to say something about this? Do you want
Um,
to pour in some thoughts upon this part?
no, Mataji.
Okay. Anybody else wants to say? We have Subhadra's raised hand. Who has raised hand? Let me view. Okay. 1 second. Anybody wants to speak on this part? Okay. So one's maturity is reflected in the way one responds to life situations. Suppose now lights go off. Okay, I'm just giving you a situation which is very, very, at your age. I don't want to give you, bombard you with any other life situations. But suppose a simple thing. Okay, the lights go off and there's no backup, nothing, and it's all dark. What would be a sensible way to react to this situation? What would be your response? Yes, Tanvi? Tanvi, Adishri, anybody wants to answer? I see hands raised. Adishri? If you have raised hand, you can unmute yourself and answer. Okay, Livan, what would you do if when the lights go off, you're alone at home and the lights are off, it's night time, there's no backup. What would be your response to that situation?
What you will do? Tell.
I would probably ask my parents or just keep on sleeping. I'll
Okay.
just keep on sleeping, Mataji.
Okay. Isha?
I'll keep on holding the phone until someone answers the phone.
Yeah.
Okay. What would you do? Again? Come back again?
I'll call in the phone when someone's pick up the phone, I'll just keep calling.
Okay. Anybody else has okay, Param?
Mataji, what I would do is that if the light went out, I would go to in the car, and then I would go to a place where there's light. I would
You
go
would
get
go
the
to the car?
keys. I would go to the car and tell my parents to we should go to a place which has light, and I could
Okay.
just
Okay. We're just listening, okay? We are not judging anyone for anything. Okay. Tanvi?
I will. I will ask my parents. I will ask my parents for electricity, and then if they don't wake up, then I'll just stay asleep.
Okay. Madhav?
Remember Krishna and on the torchlight.
Sorry?
Remember Krishna and on the torchlight.
Very good. On the torchlight. Where torch? Okay, torchlight. Okay. We'll have everybody's answers. Okay. Okay. Subhadra?
Mataji, if we didn't have any backup or like even a torchlight or a flashlight, if the electricity went out, like what Madhav said, I would pray to Krishna, and I would if I had a candle, I would light it, and I would put it in the room, and I was just gonna chant and pray
Okay.
until the lights come on.
Okay, as everybody has answered now. So, see, the first thing is okay, like now in this today's scenario, what happens is everybody has a phone at home, right? So, always remember that though we are all dependent upon Krishna, but always remember that you have to also take in some efforts, right? Because God is going to help those who can be able to help themselves. So, we have to take at least some effort towards it. So now the first thing was everybody said, I will call someone, I will talk to my parents, something. The first thing, very like when what is proper sense of mind is you have a phone with you over there. The very first thing is that you should just put on the phone torch, right? You don't need to look out for any equipment. You do not need to go and look out for, because everybody's response is going to be different. So there's no right and wrong in this. Okay. So, but the very first thing is what? How you are going to respond to the situation is very important. And I was so happy that none of you said that we would panic. Okay. That is one main thing, that once you panic, you lose your control. And once you lose control, then you make wrong decisions and then you get into more trouble. So it's very nice that at least you all are mature enough that you would not panic. You would not feel scared because you know you're there in your own house. And then, according to the situation, according to who is present in the house, you will be responding to the situation in different ways. Okay. So the first thing is whatever is there next to you, whatever is there at that moment, try to use that according to your situation. Okay. Very nice. So you should be ready with solutions when you face any problem. So once maturity is reflected in the way one responds to the life situations. Now over here, the situation for um Indra was that he knew that he made a mistake and he knew that he committed a mistake and he went to rectify it. Okay. He did not say that, oh, I am the king of the Devatas over here and I am so and so. Why should I go and check on someone who has come into the palace or into the Raj Sabha and he's gone? I'm not more concerned. He did not do that. Okay, because if that had come into him, it would have been false pride, and we are going to talk about false pride. That is the reason we took up that verse also about yeah. So this is beware of false pride. Now what is false pride? We'll first learn about that. Okay, and then we're going to have a story related to it. It will be a story also and a reading thing also for you. So what exactly is false pride? Anybody wants to share your thought? Yes, Subhadra.
So Mataji, false pride, I think false pride means is that when like you're very proud and you're saying that I did this and no one else did it. Like for example, like if you're like 9 or 10 years old, like close to my age, like and if you do something that no one else can do, then you're like, yes, I did it, but that's called false pride because you're saying that you did it and no one else helped you, like, and if your mom or your dad helped you, you don't talk about those things, you show that you did it,
I
and
know that's right.
then you don't remember about Krishna.
Yes, then it's like only me. I am the doer, right?
It's like false ego.
False ego, and very nice, very nice. Anybody else wants to share in more thoughts about what false pride is?
Madhuri,
Yes,
I think it's like using I, me, and mine in your words. Like I am the king, or like I'm the king of the Devatas.
very nice, Devarsh. I, me, mine. I love how you coined these words. Very nice. You know, these are the signs that you all are going to be nice preachers because the way you all are putting up your points. Param, you wanted to say something? Param, were you saying something?
Mataji, this is
Oh,
Gideon.
we have our Giridhari back. It's so
Hare
nice.
Krishna Mataji.
Hi,
Dandavat
Krishna.
Pranam. I was in
Yeah.
karate class Mataji, because my sister was having like that, so like a
Okay.
headache. Yeah, but Mataji, so can I explain? So like
Yes.
Mataji, so basically, false pride Mataji is like kind of it's like summarizing like how we humans generally believe like false ego, like false pride means uh like false ego, and how you say everything is yours, not it's not Krishna's, it's not God's. I'm an atheist. I don't believe in God because he's not the proprietor of everything. But this is false, because Krishna, he's the supreme personality of Godhead, and he's providing everything and sustaining us every way in life.
Very nice. Very nice. Thank you so much for nicely explaining. Anybody else wants to say something? Okay. So, very nice. At least you all have a very nice understanding. So, but let me, somebody can read something. Tanvi, do you want to read this?
Yes, Mataji,
Yeah, go ahead.
but I can't see well.
You can see?
No.
Can you all see the slide?
Yes, Mataji.
Yes, Mataji. Yes, Mataji.
Oh, Tanvi, is your connection some problem?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Now I can see.
Okay, go ahead then. Can you read it?
False or unhealthy pride is destructive when you are proud of doing something that hurts others. With false pride, it is pure ego.
Ego.
A person might be proud of being lazy, stubborn, or even bullying and hurting others. It's sad when people harbor pride at not taking in new information.
Right. So some people are like, okay, I know best. I'm the one who am doing everything. It's always me. Like that. I just as they were said, I, me, and mine. So when you start revolving around yourself, that it's only because of me that you're doing it. If I wasn't there, it wouldn't have happened. It is I who am helping everyone, or I am who is doing things. So those, if you are going to hurt others, remember it's all everything is round. Whatever you give, you will going to get it back. If you want to be loved by others, you should also be able to share your love with others, right? You should be able to like others, only then people will also like you. So then if you hurt others because of your pride, it is in Marathi, you know what, we have a saying which is called as garvache ghar rikame. That means whoever has pride is always left alone. So, like by some or the other ways, other means, that person is going to try to ruin their relationship with anybody else. So, it's always good to remain low profile and see to it that what others know. Okay. Now, with respect to that, we are going to talk about one story. Okay. So, let me tell you a story over here. Mhm. One second. Where did that story? Yeah. Okay. Can you all see this?
Yes, Mataji.
Mataji, yes. Yes,
Yeah.
Yes,
Mataji.
Mataji.
Yeah.
Yes,
So,
Mataji.
okay, so this will be our reading session also. And okay, Giridhari, can you read this? The highlighted portion. We'll try everybody how gets chance to read, okay?
Yes, Mataji. Hare Krishna Prabhuji and Mataji. Please accept my humble Dandava pranams. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Srila Gurudev. Pride means to have too high of an opinion of yourself. Pride makes you think you are very important and be better than everyone else. It can cause us to mistreat and disrespect others. But we must remember that we are very tiny spirit souls. Our soul is 1 in 10,000 the size of a tip of hair. That is too small. And we are not the masters of anything. Krishna is the only master and we are his servants. So we should not be proud of ourselves. Here
Thank
is
you
a
so. Yeah,
yes,
thank you. Okay, so see, such a important understanding. This is by His Holiness Mahavishnu Goswami Maharaj. Okay, so from his we have pulled out this very nice article from him by him. Okay, so pride means that we have too high of opinion of ourselves. Like we think, oh, I am like nobody else. It's me. It's I who am doing this. So pride makes you think that you're very, very important. It's good to be important, but then it's good to when others feel that you're important. If you yourself feel it you're important, then it is pride. And when others feel that, then it is like, they are giving you that respect, and that respect should be again given back to Krishna because it belongs to him. And then see, well, the important thing over here is our soul is 1 by 10,000 size the tip of the hair. That means just imagine your hair, the tip of your hair, and imagine just 1,000 times. If you cut that hair into that many times, that is our existence. And in that existence also, we are so proud of ourselves. So it's really ridiculous how we as human beings behave. Okay. So, Devarsh, can we read this part? What is highlighted?
I'm gonna read, but also I have a question. Actually, so like like if you can't say it, then others cannot say it because they can also be pride. They're not supposed to say it. So the
About
real
what?
way, nobody's supposed to say it.
Yeah, when we say for ourselves, then it is pride. But if I say,
No,
oh, you read it so nicely, then that is that I am appreciating you. But if you come and say, oh, you know what, Mataji, I read it so nicely, nobody else reads like me, then that's pride. But if I say, Devarsh, you read it really nicely, that means am
Mataji. So my question is if somebody else treats us like that, no. If somebody else says that we never say it, nobody's
about
supposed to
what?
say that. Like anyone in front of you. If somebody says something like I am great, are they not supposed to say it because they're not supposed to say it?
Yeah, nobody is
Not
supposed
supposed
to say. If you are going to
Yeah, but
appreciate,
nobody's supposed to get that word.
nobody's supposed to.
Get that word up.
Yes,
Like
exactly.
yeah.
Right. Because
Here
if somebody else is also saying it, it's going to be just pride, right? And they are going to hide their ego more and more, isn't it?
yeah.
Yeah.
Here is a story of a scholar who was very proud of himself as he was learned as he was
Learned.
learned, and the story goes like this. Once upon a time, there lived a scholar. One day, while he was traveling, he reached the banks of river of an unknown village. He asked the boatman to take him to the other side. Other side. The electric electric in the village.
Where am I?
Huh?
Wait, let me highlight it for you so that I also know where you're reading. Okay, where you read once upon a time. Yeah, traveling reached the banks of an unknown village.
Once upon a time, a scholar one day, while he was traveling, reached the banks of a river of an unknown village. He asked the boatman to take him to the other side. The electric
The
the
scholar,
the scholar was quiet, proud of himself, and his achievements, and found out that there was no
electricity,
electricity in the village. The village people led such back
backward
backwards
lives.
backwards. They never really learned anything so much important. He thought as a boatman uh, and the scholar were crossing the
River,
river. A school of fish swam by.
swam.
But the scholar became excited and shouting, look, look, hey.
It's a okay, yeah, thank you. So there was a scholar who was traveling and he goes to a boatman. He wants to go to the other side of the river. And then it seems that this scholar is a very proud person. Okay. And he was thinking, oh, there's no electricity in this village. How come these people are living like this? Oh, there's such backward people. Backward means what? Like they do not have all the opulences, they do not have all the modern, sophisticated lifestyle, whatever it was there, right? So now he sees that uh, what is a school of fish?
A group of fish together, like in one group.
Yes, the group of fish together is called as a school of fish. Okay. And when he sees the school of fish, what does he say? Let me see. Adishri, can you start reading over here?
Hey, Mataji.
Yeah.
It's a school. It's a school of fish, said the boatman calmly. No,
Can you come on
no.
video? Can you come on video, Adishri? Is it possible? Yeah. Mute yourself. Yeah. Go ahead.
It's a school of fish, said the boatman calmly. No, no. Not just a school of fish. I have to know that those are katla. What? I studied
Ichthyology.
uh-huh,
Ichthyology.
ecology, tell me what you know about ecology. Asked the scholar. The boatman looked
Puzzled.
puzzled and said,
Ichthi.
Ikhti, what, sire? I have never heard of it before. What? You have never heard of it before? All your life you never study
Theology.
ecology. Why? You have wasted 25 of your life. 25?
Percent. 25% of your life. Thank you so much, Adishri. So now what happens is he sees that there's a school of fish. There are fish swimming down in the water. And he said, oh, you know what? This is katla fish. And he said, what fish? And he said, oh, I've studied ichthyology. So he gets proud that I've studied ichthyology and I know what type of fish this is. So I've studied the fish. And he tries to pour in all the information that he has about it. And the boatman says, what? Ichthya, what? I never heard this word before. And then the proud scholar, he says, oh, you know what? You wasted 25% of your life just doing nothing. You do not know what ichthyology is? Shame on you. It's like he does not, he says that, oh, you do not know this, and he tries to downsize him. Param, are you there?
Yes. Mataji, what happened?
Yeah, can you read this?
Okay, Mataji. They continued across the river. The boatman guiding the boat and humming a soft tune. Just then, a flock of birds flew above them, and immediately the scholar noticed them. He leaped to his feet, rocking the boat, and shouted, taking out his binoculars, "Look up there! My goodness, there are
Porcellonet
forms,
forms,
Tetrapetra, commonly known as the blue-bellied
bellied,
bulbybird. They are rare species indeed. I studies
ornithology.
ornithology. Never heard of it before, sir. Never heard of it before. You should be ashamed of yourself. Why have you wasted 50% of your life? Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah. Now see, very nice. Thank you for reading, Param. You know what I want when you all are reading, what is our main aim is that you should be able to last time also I told you, right? When there's a full stop, when there's a period, when there's a comma, when there are punctuations, you can, the reading has to be a proper skill. Now, when you read over here, Param, if you can come on video, okay, Param. Now, the part over here, never heard of it before, sir. This is just a quotation, okay? And then there is, because we know now this scholar is a very egoistic person. So how you can just modulate your voice in that way. Never heard of it before? You should be ashamed of yourself. There's an exclamation mark. Exclamation means you get excited. So the question mark is when you're really having a question. Never heard of it before? You should be ashamed of yourself. Why you have wasted 50% of your life. So that modulation in your voice makes the makes the person understand that, okay, there's something important going on. If you just say never heard of it before, never ever heard of it before, you should be ashamed of yourself. Why have you wasted 50% of your life? Do you understand the difference in that reading, Param?
Yes,
Okay.
Mataji.
Yeah. So next time when you all read
Thank you.
for everyone, okay, it's not only for one person. So now everybody you can have that modulations depending upon what punctuations are coming up. So now this person says, oh, he's talking about the birds and he names what type of bird it is, where it is found, and all sorts of information which he has on the birds. And this person, the poor, the boatman, a very simple person, he says, oh, I do not know this name and all. And the person said, you do not know about it. The scholar says you wasted 50% of your life. Isha,
Yes,
can you
Mataji.
start reading from the boatman? The boatman continue.
Yeah, I want to read. The boatman continued rowing. Just then he noticed that the waves were coming a little faster. The wind began to pick up a bit, changing from a cool breeze to an energetic wind. The boatman remarked, "Oh, it looks like a storm is brewing. It's not just a storm, it's a cyclone. But to be exact, those are the
Cumulonimbus clouds.
cumulonimbus clouds. I've studied meteorology,
Meteorology.
you know.
Meteorology.
Never heard of it. Never heard of that too, sir. Such a shallow life, thundered the scholar. The scholar, you have wasted 75% of your life. 75.
Okay, now this is going to come into an interesting point. Okay, so, okay, who has not read it? Vikram, you want to read?
Mataji, I just read. That was me.
Oh, Vikram read it, is it? Isha, you
Yeah.
want to read?
Yes, Mataji.
Okay, go ahead.
The winds, the winds became stronger and began to push the waves over the sides of the boat, and the boat began to sink. It's no, it's of no use, the boatman said. We will have to swim to the shore. The boatman got ready and leaped into the water. As he jumped, the scholar lost his balance and fell out backwards. Water currents took them apart. Help, help, cried the scholar. I don't know how to swim. You don't know how to swim, sir? 100% of your life is now going to be wasted.
Did you all understand what happened?
Yeah.
In the earlier part, the scholar was trying to dramatize all his things and say, oh, you do not know this, your 50% is wasted, your 25% is wasted. And now the important life skill of swimming, which this person did not know, and then the boatman, he gave him back, right? He gave him with all the interest. He said, oh, you do not know how to swim, so you have wasted 100% of your life. Now, because you cannot swim, you can stay over here as long as you want, right? So over here, see, Mahavishnu Goswami Maharaj, he tells us that Lord Krishna speaks about a very powerful verse in Srimad Bhagavad, in the Bhagavad Gita 16.4. Giridha, Subhadra, did you read?
No, Mataji.
You want to read it?
I can try, Mataji. Dambadarpa Vimanascha Krodha Parushayam
Parusham evacha,
Eva Eva cha
abhyanam.
Agyanam cha Bijatasya Artha Sampadam Arshim
Very good. Can you read?
Ashrim.
Yeah.
Pride,
Keep reading.
ignorance, conceit, anger, harshness, and ignorance. These qualities belong to those of demonic nature, O son of Partha.
Keep reading.
People who are proud of many things. People are proud of many things. Wealth, beauty, education, intelligence, and strength, etc. But who awarded these opulences? They were given to us by Krishna due to our past karma, and we don't necessarily possess these riches permanently. They can be gone in a flash. Beauty can be ruined in a car accident or a disease. A financial disaster can take away our wealth, and one illness can rob our strength.
Thank you so much. And very nice reading, Subhadra. Okay,
Thank
who
you.
else is left who hasn't read as yet? Tanvi? Is Tanvi there?
Yes,
Okay,
Mataji.
Tanvi, can you read?
Where should I read?
We had to pay attention where we stopped reading, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, start reading from materialistic.
Materialistic people are always trying to increase their pride. They have may strive a better house, a better car, a better mobile phone, more money, etc., and take great pride in these things. But a devotee realizes that he is a servant of the Lord. He is very proud of Krishna and his Guru, but do not
Is not falsely proud of
falsely
himself.
proud of himself. We may be proud of material knowledge or things, but at the time of death, it will not save us. It will not help us to get out of the cycle of birth and death. But devotional service can do.
Very good. Okay. Thank you so much. We'll just stop share over here. It's just past 6 minutes. Okay, good to see you all. I'm just going to take a snap for you all. So I'll put it in the group. Okay, and I want you, and I think we all are doing the Shikshashtakam, right? You all are doing the Shikshashtakam on Tuesdays. Everybody is learning the Shikshashtakam,
I
Yes,
think so,
Mataji.
Mataji, yes.
right? Tuesdays, who serves Nandini Mataji is taking up Shikshashtakam, and I want really like after the class also, we'll send the recording and see to it because Gaur Purnima is coming up, right? So at least before Gaur Purnima, I want you all to recite it, and then on one of the classes, what we are going to do is you all are going to will give you one verse, maybe if there are many of you, then what we can do is one verse twice and then we can have it recorded, okay? And then we are going to post it on the Bhakti Sangha group. So I want you all to really pay attention and learn the Shikshashtakam along with Mataji, okay? The pronunciations, anything you have problem, she's always there to help you out. So, with respect to our story today, it was related to false pride and how false pride can lead to your downfall. Okay, and that is the reason you shouldn't be proud about anything. You should everything, whatever is there, it is Krishna's and it always belongs to him and give it back to him. Yeah, and don't forget the line of the story where we've come up is that Indra goes to convince Brihaspati, but Brihaspati is nowhere found, and that is the reason Vishwarupa is taken as the guru for the Devatas now. Okay, so we'll end the call. I guess it's time for you also to have your dinner. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhuba eva cha patitanam
पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो
Nanakoti
नमः अनंत
Vishnudevi
कोटि
Jai, Guru
वैष्णव वृंद
Prabhupada ki
की
Jai,
जय,
Mataji
शिला
ki Jai, all
प्रभुपाद
the
की
devotees
जय,
ki Jai, Hare
अग्रे
Krishna,
सीता
Hare
प्रीति
Krishna,
माता जी
Hare
की
Hare
जय,
Krishna
ऑल लिटिल
Mataji.
किड्स की जय, हरि
Yes.
बोल।
Hare Krishna
Hare Krishna,
Mataji.
Mataji.
हरे
Hare
कृष्णा, हरि बोल, हरि
Mataji.
बोल,
Hare Krishna
Hari
Mataji.
Bol.
Hare